And now joining me, Arizona State head coach Bobby Hurley. And Bobby, in building a program like Arizona State, you're going to have some, ups and downs and reach some great points and great victories. As you enter this season, where do you think you are in this process of where the program is?
Well, I think, Andy, we were certainly on the rise in the COVID year when the season was canceled. That it most likely would have been 3 straight NCAA tournaments for us, and first time since 1960 at Arizona State. And since then, we've struggled through COVID, and we've had some key injuries the last 2 years, and just we've underperformed. So we clearly have to get our act together and get back to playing the kind of basketball we were playing pre-pandemic. And I think there's been great competitive practices. A number of us, coaching staff, players, have a nice chip on their shoulder, and we're excited for this year.
The non-conference portion of your schedule, so often you've had great wins there, and then there'd be some losses in the Pac-12 and sort of have to climb back in at the end of the season to get that bid. How do you sort of segment that season so it's not this mad rush at the end?
Well, I think we have good balance to our non-conference. I thought it was a little too aggressive, and I've scheduled pretty hard in the non-conference, and I think I think we have some winnable games, and then we have selectively, I think, put ourselves in position to play some key matchups. Certainly, the event up in Brooklyn is one of those. We have Creighton on a neutral site in Vegas. So we have some nice games. I think the guys could get excited to play. And, we won 7 of our last 8 games last year in league play to finish the regular season. And, hopefully we could build off that momentum.
In this era of NIL and transfer portal, to get players to come back, that's a whole other chore. And you've been able to do that this season. How hard is it to sort of get old and stay old with some of your original core?
It's very refreshing. 2 years ago, I had 3 guys return from the first year of the transfer portal. So that was really unique to try and put all that together. I think I learned a lot from it too, that off season. We've done a lot more team oriented drills in the summer and more like practice. So we've installed a bunch of our offense and our defensive concepts. And so I think we're way ahead of where we normally would be just based off learning about the transfer portal. But you're right, just having 6 guys return this year from our core last year, I think will be valuable. And, Marcus Bagley has been fantastic in workouts and has been healthy. And he's a guy that I think is kind of the forgotten guy in college basketball. He really was terrific early in his freshman year, and unfortunately has had to work through some injuries, but he's playing at a very high level right now.
What do you hope is this team's identity by season's end?
Well, I think our depth is going to be great. We like I touched on, we brought 6 guys back that played minutes last year, and we added 4 guys in the transfer portal that I think strategically could help us in a variety of different ways. And so I like our depth. I like our potential defensively. We got really good size and length around the basket and rim protection, and we got some on the ball defenders. So I think defensively we have a chance to be pretty good.
And you mentioned playing this event at Barclays and Legends Classic. It's loaded with Michigan and VCU and Pitt. This is the back home area. You've done a good job of at least trying to get back, whether it's somewhere in the tri-state area. What does it mean to you, though, to play a game or games back in the New York metro area?
Well, Arizona State is a huge public university. It's one of the biggest schools in the country. So we have alumni base all over the United States. So, that was always our vision to be a national program, and we recruit nationally. And we focus on Arizona and California and Texas out west. But, we've gone and recruited, nationally. So we want to, I'm proud of the group we're bringing to New York, and looking forward to compete there. And represent Sun Devil basketball. And what a great test VCU will be, because they really challenge you, and they're physical, and they play so hard, and they have great traditions. So we're really excited for that matchup.
Bobby, appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, Andy.